Way too overexposed. I think I might be wrong way. Good afternoon, welcome back. I'm still getting the hang of remembering to record things. So over the weekend I went to a book signing for Lish McBride and I got her new book signed. I also got some goodies. Yeah, I got her new book signed and I'm so excited about it. Also, I've met Lish before and she's signed my things a couple of times. I'm also seeing Lish later this week and I plan to record that event, or at least parts of that event, to include here in this video. But yeah, a little too familiar and rough around the hedges. Very excited about these. I haven't actually read A Little Too Familiar yet, but it is on my list. I got bogged down with ARCs this year and haven't had time to read anything off of my TBR list. So that's fine. That's where we're at. I thought today would be fun to start this off by opening a ton of book mail that I have. Ton of book mail that I have, as well as going over some of the books I've purchased or been sent earlier this week that I have already opened. Let's get started. First things first, let's start with the stuff that I already have open. These are book purchases that I made this week. I went with my friend Elena, but we went to Half Price Books and to Barnes & Noble because Barnes & Noble is doing a select 50% off hardcovers right now, and it's like always a good time to pick up some books that you have your eye on. So I picked up Unseelie. I have had my eye on this book for a very long time and it was only $10 with the 50% off sale. But yeah, it is about Faye and twin sisters, and yeah, I'm just really excited to read this one. So this was a steal. And then from Half Price, I picked up 3 books that I have had my eye on for a while. This one is more nostalgia than anything else. This is by Caroline B. Cooney, who wrote, I believe she wrote the Milk Carton book. It's from my childhood. She also wrote this like vampire book that I loved actually. This is the other book that I have from Caroline B. Cooney. Sorry, my ring light is making it hard to show. But it's called A Vampire's Promise. And I'm pretty sure it's like 3 stories. Yes. A Deadly Offer, Evil Returns, and Fatal Bargain. So it's like a little omnibus. And I remember being obsessed with this book when I was a teenager because I loved all things vampires. We all went through our Twilight phase and therefore our vampire phase. So I saw this, it was only like $2–3 and I had to have it. It is giving nostalgia even though I've never read this. I also got Her Majesty's Royal Coven, which I have been talking about getting. I saw the second book had just recently come out and I've been wanting to read it, and since I don't actually need any new books, I figured this was a good opportunity to read it since it was used. I also got, it's called Splintered by A.G. Howard. It is a like Alice in Wonderland retelling and it's YA, and I'm just really excited to read it. What is really tripping me out though is, I don't know if you can tell, but the text is purple. And I don't know if that's intentional or not, but I'm into it. I'm into it. So I've been wanting to try and read this book and I just didn't want to pay full price for it just in case I didn't like it. So that is all the books that I purchased, including Rough Around the Hedges. I won a giveaway on Instagram about a month ago from one of my favorite authors. Her name is Kate King. I won a giveaway on her Instagram and I finally got the goodies, and yeah, so I thought I'd show these. The first is the paperback copy of By Any Other Name, which I was an ARC reader for, It is a paranormal romance, Romeo and Juliet retelling with a happily ever after. It's really good. It's really hot. And it's the beginning of a series that's all Shakespeare type retellings. So paperback copy of that, which I'm stoked because I don't own those books yet. And to that end, I also got the hardcover edition of the same book. So it's so pretty, and like this, I have not seen this cover except on Instagram. I don't know anyone else who owns it, and they're all signed. I love. I was also an ARC reader for, and I'm really excited to own Wild Fae. I actually gave a copy of this to my friend Chelsea for her birthday because it is like it is similar to Cruel Prince in some ways, but it's adult fantasy romance, and it's also why choose. So it's so good. The group, the why choose element is a ever-growing thing in the series. So while the first book doesn't really end in a why choose situation, you have met all the key players. So Wild Fae, Lords of the Hunt, got a paperback copy of that, and I got a hardcover of it with the other cover of it. So I'm so excited. Again, signed. I'm so excited. I love that now I have literally all of the covers that are out. Like, just stunning. Just stunning. I'm so excited. Additionally, other things that did come in this package include this pin. Pin is another thing that came in the box. It's really pretty. It has a little raven, has a little raven king on it, which is so freaking cute. I also got a Amazon gift card with it. And there's some little sticker goodies. Holographic sticker. There's this sticker, this holographic sticker. I don't know how well you can see that. This is a magnet of the cover, and a little signed nameplate for any other books, which is great because I really want to buy the Omegaverse that Kate King wrote with Jessa Wilder. That's actually how I discovered them, is I read their Omegaverse that they wrote together, and I was obsessed with it. It's the Blissful Omegaverse, in case you're wondering. And I really want to buy the omnibus. I really want to buy the omnibus, and I have signed nameplates for both authors now, and so I can technically have a signed copy of it. So I just need to order it. Maybe I'll order that with my Amazon gift card. Who knows, who knows. Next up, I have what I think is my Patreon physical reward for Katie Robert. I don't know what it's called. That doesn't sound quite right, but that's what we're going with. And I do know what I'm getting because I saw it on her Patreon, what is coming in this box. Oh, I cannot show some of that stuff out here. No. First and foremost is a copy of Cruel Seduction, which is Katie's newest installment in the Dark Olympus series. I'm very excited to read this. I haven't read Radiant Sin, so I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to pick this up quite yet. I might do a reread of the entire series in preparation for reading this one, but I haven't decided yet. I also got, I don't know, can I show this? Yes. This art print that came with the book. Here's a tarot card with Hermes. Here's another art print that I cannot show most of because you can see a butt. But it's mostly not safe for work. This I think is Eros and Psyche. But this is another tarot card for her. And then the book came with a signed nameplate. And then we have some stickers that go with both the Dangerous Tides, is that the name of the series? I don't know, her pirate series that she's starting. So here's some stickers, some character stickers. And then these are sigils for the Dark Olympus. This one is Hephaestus. I hope I said that right. Greek names are hard. And this one is Aphrodite. The next thing is my Barnes & Noble copy of Cruel Seduction. And I did order this one knowing I was going to get a physical copy of Cruel Seduction from Katee's Patreon, but I ordered a Barnes & Noble copy because the Barnes & Noble copy has a bonus chapter with the Zeus and Hera wedding night, and I just needed that. I needed that in my little grabby hands, so I ordered this copy as well. I also have a little, I'm trying to not show my address. I have a PR box from Liv Zander, and I really love her books. They're like dark fantasy romance, and actually there's the one series that I read before from her is the one that went viral on TikTok about like breaking legs so she couldn't escape him and burying her alive. It was fantastic. I don't know what that says about me, but I thought it was fantastic. This is the next series that I think is it's either in the same universe, or maybe I'm incorrect on that, but this is supposed to be darker and I'm very excited. But this box, I don't know if you can tell, but it's so pretty on the inside. It says, "I am a million shattered pieces put back together, all wrong." And I did, in fact, opt for the naked man chest cover because look at this guy. He looks like he would mess up my life and I would say thank you. Feathers So Vicious, book 1 of the Court of Ravens. I actually have already started this because I do have the electronic arc of it. There's also a bookmark that matches, but I'm very excited, and it's also signed. So thank you so much, Liv. I am so excited that I got selected to have a PR box. There will probably be a little reel on my Instagram and on my TikTok. I am loving the book so far. It's very dark, but it's also very reminiscent of the other dark fantasy romance series that she has. I love it. I love, love, love it. Last but certainly not least, I am a rep for Faded Romance, as you can tell from the Faded Romance tape on this box. And this is my July box. This is the Broken Crown Rowan Merrick box. Let's start off with what's on top. The custom candle is called Decadence by Midnight Soapery. Oh my goodness. First of all, it's glittery. Oh, it's bourbon, butterscotch, and fey glamour. My goodness, I just want to take a bite out of this. It's giving caramel. Next, I have I think this is the bookmark, the leather bookmark. Huzzah! But it could have been going full Harry Potter. Oh, this is a magnet that says, "I can be your god tonight." Oh my. Say less. Oh, this is the custom cuff. It's so pretty. I love that it's gold, first of all. This is the custom cuff. There are words on here, I just don't know what it means. Whoopsies. This is the keychain, I believe. It says, "Such a good girl, taking everything we give." Oh my goodness. Ronald, I need you to get out of the box. I need you to get out of the box, bud. Sorry, not for you. Not me, not Hermione, you. Little quotation for ya. Next are the shot glasses. It says the Broken Crown. Tentacles with a crown, each have a crown, and a little beer bottle. I think they're all the same. Yes, there are 3 of them, but they're all the same, and they're all adorable. Ronald, stop it. The last part are the books and the stickers. Okay, so the first book is Tentacles and Teeth. It's so pretty, and I love this like soft touch cover. The next book is Bound and Beguiled, which is also just so pretty, and again, soft touch. And the last part are the stickers. So here we have 2 signed book plates for the 2 books. And then these stickers. It says, "I can be your god tonight." This holograph. So anyway, I plan for this week to perhaps film some content making. We are putting out our 3rd episode of the Utterly Unhinged podcast on Friday. So by the time you watch this, it will already be out. You should go check that out. I will also try to record some stuff from the book event I'm going to on Thursday, which is like a pre-Bookstore Romance Day celebration of Lish's book. Piper J. Drake will also be there. I'm very excited to see both of those wonderful Pacific Northwest, Seattle-based authors. They're so funny and so nice. And then on Saturday, Elena and I are driving all the way to Yakima, which is like 2 hours or so from us. We are gonna go to Inklings Bookshop for Bookstore Romance Day. And we're gonna get to see a whole bunch of cool Pacific Northwest authors and hang out for a bit, maybe make some content while we're there. And it's gonna be a good time. Last thing is that this t-shirt is all like the Bat Boy wings, and it is by Auroras Prose, and I will be a rep for them in the coming months, so I should have a code coming soon. If I do before I post this video, then I will put that somewhere. Some very exciting things going on this month and the rest of this year. Yeah. Hydrate, y'all. I hope you're enjoying these videos. I'm terrible at being prompt with my editing, but I'm having a really fun time making them. Make it make sense how either of those things go together to make a cohesive thought. But here we are. Yeah. Whew, good morning. I am filming the first part of a reel this morning before I go to Elena's and we film some other reel intros. And I didn't think to pick up my camera until just now, so this is definitely something that everyone's gonna wanna watch behind the scenes because it's a hot mess. You know that transition video where people have the umbrella and then there's like confetti that falls? Well, I'm doing the same thing, but I'm doing it for my Bookstore Romance Day post, and I'm doing pages, ripped up pages, so that's what I'm doing. And I've already had to pick up all of those pieces of paper confetti twice. I thought I'd film, hopefully, the last shot of me trying to get this clip, this first clip. It's also so hot right now and these pajamas are not cool, but they are so cute and I really want them in the video, but I'm melting. Let's see how this goes. Just hope Ronald doesn't decide to jump on the cat tree while I'm filming this. Should be fine, right Ronald? You're gonna stay over there? Cool. Okay, so first things first is I'm gonna stuff my umbrella with all the confetti. The problem was that I did this the first time, and while it worked, I cut off the actual part where the confetti comes down. I did not actually film for long enough, so I had to pick all of this up and try again. And then this last time it was fine, but I didn't like my face. It was too serious. It was too serious of a face. We are going to try again, and we are going to be more flirty this time, even though it's going to make me cringe whole bodily. Whole bodily? Full bodily? What am I trying to say here? My whole body is going to cringe. I also have, I'll show you in a bit, but I have the floor marked because I will not be finishing this video today because, like I said earlier, I'm going to Elena's to film some stuff in my pajamas, so I can't get ready today. So the rest of the video will have to be either later or tomorrow. So I've taped off on my floor where my tripod is and where I was standing, so that way I can come back tomorrow and finish it. Okay.
Ashley, look at me.
I fucked it up. I didn't have my finger on the button. Oh no.
Ashley.
Fuck.
Ashley.
My face is better. All right, well, disappointing, but unsurprising. All right, we're gonna try that again. I'm so sweaty right now. It's only 9:30 and I'm sweating bricks. I have to be at Elena's in an hour. Elena's always wondering why I'm late. This is why. This is why I'm always late. I'm doing shit like this in the morning. Alrighty. I am just about ready to start again. Okay. See me, that's my whole world. Whisper in the hallway, she's a bad, bad girl. Okay. Ooh, my shirt is damp. It's you and me, there's nothing like this. Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. Break Prince? Break Prince, jeez. I almost said Heartbeat Prince. That works too, I guess. All I gotta say is everybody better freaking like this video when I actually post it, because if nobody likes it, I'm going to riot. Not really, but also maybe a little bit. Let's start a riot. A riot. Right, cute. All right, let's try this again. Look at me. We're gonna put our finger on the freaking button this time. Start the 10-second countdown. Put our feet on the spot. There's someone calling me. Cool. Look at me.
Ashley, look at me.
That better be the shot. I don't want to clean this up again. Well, I mean, I have to, but I mean, I don't want to do it again. I don't know if I like it or not. I'll put it in drafts and try again. I think I'm just being really delayed when I open the umbrella. Oh my god, the filter it puts with. No. Ronald, back up, home skillet. Ah! Okay. Well, take 3. 4? Take 4? I don't know. Take many. Take me away. Take me away. Oh no. I mean, fortunately you can't see the floor, so I could technically leave a lot of this, but like, I want all my confetti in the shot. Like, hold on. Just look at this. See, I have spots where my tripod is, and I have 2 spots for my feet, so I'm in the same place every time. I don't want to clean this up. Also, my shelf is already a dumping ground again. Whoops. Son of a biscuit. I don't want to try again, it's hot, but I want the shot. Payout better be good. Oh fuck, I forgot to put my horribly hot pajama top on. I'm also sweating so much right now. I hope I don't stink.
Ashley, look at me.
That better be it, because I ain't doing it again. That's for damn sure.
Look at me.
I think that's the one. I think that's the shot. She looks at me like I'm a trend and she's so over it. Me, but know about that just dresses gives her dignity. She's an actress. He was a moth to the flame. She was holding the matches. Whoa. Do you still feel like you knew what you're doing? Cause I don't think I do. So much paper. Let's not judge the amount of dust on my shelves because I do my best. But that some paper has made it into this fake plant of mine. Some of my confetti. Dumping ground. Attempt to clean. But there's just so much paper. There's just so much paper everywhere. And I'm just sorry for the feet shot you're getting, everybody, in some of these clips, but you know what? At this point, I don't really care. It's just me cleaning paper forever, and I can't be bothered to care about my goddamn feet. Anyway, see you later. So yesterday, I went to Elena's, and it was kind of a shit show, not because of anything other than I got there, we filmed some reels. My camera battery was dead, so I was charging that. And then we went to go look for Halloween stuff at IKEA, and we used up a lot of the afternoon, which is fine. We had all day, right? Wrong. There ended up being a fire evacuation warning in my neighborhood, so I had to rush home before we even got to like edit our podcast or do anything else. And then I left my camera battery at Elena's in my rush to leave. So I didn't have my camera today to finish filming the rest of the behind the scenes of the umbrella content, but I will show you the disaster zone that is my room at this point because of said video that I have finished. So by the time you see this, it will have been up, and yep, I don't want to do this ever again. That's a lie. I think I probably will because it was kind of fun. It's basically a war zone in here. There are tiny pieces of paper all over my bookshelves. Like up in my plant, up with my little ducky, all over, in just everywhere. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to keep all these papers or if I'm going to throw them away and just do it again next time I need papers. I'm not sure. Ronald really, really loves my Faded Romance box. Don't you, Ronald? Mm-hmm. Well, makes sense. Yeah, it does.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Sophia. I'm the Assistant Events Manager and Bookseller here at Third Place Books. Happy Thursday before Bookstore Romance Day. As always, you can find our full events calendar and sign up for our email newsletter at thirdplacebooks.com. It'll knock your socks off if you let it, so I suggest signing up and making the events team feel loved by letting us send you emails.
My socks are knocked.
Thank God.
She lost her socks though, like they're gone.
They are not there. They are not.
And remember, Bookstore Romance Day is this Saturday, so 20% off all romance books in all 3 of our stores. Tonight's program will include some time for your questions following the conversation. We'll conclude the evening with a public sign-in here at this table. And before we go any further, please silence any cell phones or other noise-making devices.
Well, then you can have it real back.
And just a reminder that if you haven't yet purchased a copy of Rough Around the Hedges or Wings Once Cursed and Bound, we have plenty available up by the cashier, as well as on the side and the table here. And now, without further ado, Lish McBride is a writer, former bookseller here at Third Place Books, an amateur goblin. In The Crime of the Century, she tricked not 1 but 2 universities into giving her degrees, ending up with an MFA from the University of New Orleans. They cannot have it back either, as she has invoked the ancient law of no backsies. When she's not writing or reading, she's usually hanging out with her family and friends and talking about writing or reading. Her ultimate dream is to have her own castle in one of the libraries with the wheelie ladder. In the magical Rough Around the Hedges, Will's a guy who crafts and bakes, and he just happens to be in love with his best friend Vanessa. Vanessa wishes to become a hedge witch against her father's wishes, and with Will's support, is there anything she can't do? He helps her find courage and will do anything to help her live her dream, and he simply falls apart on the inside, knowing he might lose her in the process. Piper J. Drake is the author of Wings Once Cursed and Bound, book 1 of her contemporary fantasy myth-woven series. Piper is also the author of the best-selling romantic suspense series, The True Heroes, the Triton Experiment series, and the London Shifters series, as well as several standalone novels, short stories, and RPGs. She is a gamer, foodie, and wanderer, usually not lost. In Wings Once Cursed and Bound, Bennett works for a secret organization tasked with finding objects of myth and magic and keeping them away from harm's reach. Paraphon, the Tybird Princess of Legend, is already found and worn the red shoes, now doomed to dance to her death. Together, can they break the curse before it's too late? It's a joy and an honor to have you both here tonight with us to celebrate the wonder of the romance world, so please join me in welcoming Lish McBride and Piper J. Drake.
There has got to be some kind of overlap between, like, just horror and violence and romance. Because
Maybe a little.
Because, like, when
The tension factor is
because I know a lot of people that I write both.
art. Yeah.
And I know a lot of people that write both. And other people find that really perplexing because, like, oh, so you're a cozy writer. I'm like, well, sometimes. Or there's a body count. Like, it's just like,
I
or there's
mean,
a body count.
I'm
It's
very
like,
creative about doing murder.
Yeah.
I was a biology major
Yeah.
that was supposed to be pre-med, and then I decided I had a little too much empathy for the, like, I spent too many years on the emergency room, had a little too much empathy, and ER had not come out yet. So, like, that drama was something I didn't know how to cope with.
Yeah.
So I decided to drop out of the pre-med program, much to my parents' horror. I did manage to establish a day job career that they respect. They're quite happy with my income now. But also, you know, my parents were always like, we would like you to have a financially stable future, so you can't really be a writer. I'm like, why not both? And those of you who have been to other events with me know that the why choose is a repeated theme in my life. It shows up in my writing. Why choose? Why not both? So I did a day job career and I'm building an author career, right? And because of my background and how many cadavers I've looked at and how many things I've dissected, murder is pretty easy in my books. I will say this though, the dog lives.
Yep.
Always. We
feel
know
like that
this.
deserves
I even have a
like a
t-shirt you can
wow.
buy on my website.
Just you.
Just
The
me.
dog lives.
It's fine.
Well, it's funny. I do think there was a repeated theme with a lot of writers that we were supposed to be doctors.
Yeah.
I know a lot
or
of
lawyers.
Yeah,
We're supposed to be doctors, lawyers. And
yeah.
there's a lot of writers who are lawyers, friends. Don't
then-
piss off a
yeah.
writer, because even if that
We-
writer
if
is
we're
not a
not a lawyer,
lawyer,
we know them.
we know a lot of them.
Yeah, actually, I bonded with one of
Particularly
my
Romance in it.
Yeah, I bonded with one of my long-term writer friends. But we were driving back from an event in Portland. I said, "You can just write for me, and, you know, whatever." We're driving back, and I said, "So, were you supposed to be a doctor or a lawyer?" And she said, "Really, either one, because her siblings are all doctors and lawyers." She's the,
So you
she's
could
the
have been either
outlier.
one. Yeah.
And I was. My dad wanted all of us to be doctors. Like I had to grow up like watching. Like there was like an Easter where he like put on a tape of a knee surgery where he's like, "You're all here. We're gonna watch this now because I want you guys to specialize." And I was like, "This is not going the way that you think it's gonna go. Like it's not."
Well, so I sent my dad a picture of a cybernetic knee replacement because my day job is as a regulatory consultant for pharmaceutical research and development, and that also includes medical devices. I happened to be standing in a foundry that was doing the knee replacement parts, and so I sent one to my dad. I'm like, "Do you know if this is the brand that you're about to put in your leg?" And Daddy's like, "Why are you not a doctor?" And I'm like, "Because then I wouldn't be here." Right? Like, because doctors are not going to be in the manufacturing side of a pharmaceutical company or a device company. They're just not.
There was, it was floating around for a while, and I can't remember the book or the author, but there was a dedication that this one writer, but we said, "Mom, I would have made a terrible doctor. People would have died."
I would have lost my soul.
The closest I came was I worked at a vet clinic for a couple of years when I was much, much younger, and after like 2 years, I had to know about. I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to go work in a bookstore where it's a lot less likely people are going to bleed on me or bite me." And I mean, now I'm looking back on that, I think I was wrong.
You do a lot of
like
being in worlds where
Yeah.
things bleed and get bitten.
And I
but
got
the biting is
very blasé about it. Yeah.
No, we like it.
The biting can be nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
okay,
don't
maybe
know.
not nice. It depends on if you're an Omega-verse or not.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
How did you feel about going on back to vampire? I mean, for a lot of people, there's always that sort of thing with like vampires are over. Vampires are never over.
Never.
Vampires are never
They're
over.
forever.
I have a confession. I was not a Twilight kind of girl. I was definitely a Lestat. Although Lestat's a bit of a boy. Let's be real. Right? I'm trying to say that real quiet.
I'm sure that because I read a lot of vampires, but I didn't like Twilight, and I no shade on people that do.
Yeah, no shade. But
I also couldn't read
this
Anne
wasn't my
Rice
thing.
because I thought Louis was really whiny.
Yeah, Louis was not my kind of
Yeah.
vampire. If you notice,
No.
Bennett in this is not the kind of vampire who has problems with the fact that he's a vampire. There's not the denial angst.
Not a lot of confliction.
No.
No.
There's no conflict about the fact that he has his thing is like, do I really want to fall in love with somebody who's gonna die? That's more of the angst conflict that happens.
I will say I really like is it Petapan?
Petapan.
Petapan.
Petapan,
I knew I was
yeah.
gonna say it wrong. every
That's why
time.
her nickname's Punch.
Punch.
That's actually a thing that you'll run into with Thai names.
Yeah.
Is especially in the U.S. you'll find that the nickname will be something pretty close, like a shortening of the name, whereas the family nickname that the family calls you is something completely different. Like my real name is Lelena, right? Like so a lot of people will call my nickname like Lana, Lan, Lal, whatever, right? But my family nickname is Om, A-O-M. Oh, and people are like, where'd they get that from? I'm like, look, you gotta be Thai to figure it out.
See, a lot of my characters have multiple nicknames. This is something my family does as well.
Mhm.
And we like to give you nicknames that are terrible. For example, my grandpa called me Poot.
Oh no.
Poot.
I'm
Means
guessing.
fart.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm guessing why.
Yeah, that's a great name to grow up
Yeah,
with.
it's terrible when that sticks to you, literally.
Yeah.
Don't look at me like that.
But yeah, it's hard when a grandparent gives you a nickname and then you're like, oh, that stayed with
That's
me.
with me. And the thing is, I would complain about it, but I've seen some of the other nicknames in my family.
Yeah.
And I can't even say them all out right now. We're at that level of like, nope, that's not okay.
in making this, so. Last week I went to Bookstore Romance Day at Inklings in Yakima. Elena and I went to Inklings last year for Bookstore Romance Day, and we had a really good time. And we were invited to come back and to help promote the event, and we were really excited because even though it was a completely different lineup of authors from last year, we had such a good time. I think we only knew a handful of the authors' like work ahead of time. It was so much fun. I thought I'd record a little book haul, if you will. So without further ado, these are the books I got on Bookstore Romance Day. So first and foremost, Elena and I were gifted a little tote bag of free goodies because nobody else claimed it. There was like a raffle, and if you had like a sticker on your like little map for the event, you would win a prize. There were 2 of them and someone didn't claim the second prize. So at the end of the day, we got it. So we split up the stuff inside, and honestly I don't know where half of it is anymore because it's been a week and I've since cleaned up. But I got some stickers. I think there was a candle. I think Elena took the candle. I think there were some pencils, which I think I have somewhere. And then there were books. We split up the books halfway, and I kept Love in Winter Wonderland. I mean, this is an ARC, and it just sounds like such a cute book. There's like a bookstore, and it's winter themed, so I'll probably, let's see, when does this come out? It comes out in October, so maybe I'll try to read it before then. But I probably won't actually start reading it until like November or December when I actually get to my wintry reads. But this was book number 1. Another book that came for free in that little giveaway bag was this one, which is Things We Hide from the Light, which is by Lucy Score. I've never read this author. I know there's another book, Things We Never Got Over. And last but not least is Jane and Edward. This sounded like a fun time because I do love a good reimagined story. I feel like I've heard of this one before. That concludes the ones I got for free that I did not pick out. They were just in the little package. This is the author that I did know. This is the author that I did know was going to be at Bookstore Romance Day, and it is Stacey Marie Brown. I've had stuff signed by her before because she is a Seattle local, and I got the 3rd book in the Savage Lands signed, which I brought from home. It's Deadlands. I've slowly had her signing all of the books as I've purchased them because I've been to multiple signings where she's in attendance. But I also did pick up this book, which is Ascending from Madness, which is actually the 2nd book in her series, but she was already sold out of the 1st book by the time I got to her signing line. And it's like a reimagined Alice in Wonderland. And then there's like a spin-off series that's like with the sister, which is more Beauty and the Beast. And I desperately want these books. I want these books so badly, but I needed to be good. I needed to not buy the whole series. Otherwise I could have bought books 3 and 4 as well, but I was trying to be good. I'm very excited though. I think these books are on Kindle Unlimited, so I might just read the 1st book on Kindle Unlimited and reach out to Stacey so the next time I see her, she can bring me a copy. The next book I got was All I've Wanted, All I've Needed by A.E. Valdez. I think that's how you say her name. I saw her at Bookstore Romance Day last year, and I think there was an issue with her not having all of her books in stock or in stock in time or something like that last year. But this book is so pretty. Just look at it. It is so stunning. So I had to have it, and I'm very excited to read it. I think it's a friends to lovers, slow burn. Even the back is so pretty. Oh my goodness, yeah. And the last things I got, the entire series that's all age gap romances by Eleanor Aldrich. I don't know what order these go in, if I'm being completely honest, because they have been shuffled around in my bag and in my possession since I purchased them. But there's Act of Salvation, Act of Redemption, Act of Mercy, Act of Grace, and Act of Atonement. These covers are so stunning. They're all really like small books, all forbidden, all age gap. I love it. I'm so excited to read it. Not to mention she was also an angel human to talk to. She took pictures with us and she came to dinner with us afterward. It was great. It was fantastic. I feel like every single time I go to these kinds of small bookstore events, I make so many friends and so many connections, and it brings my little bookish heart so much joy. So anyway, non-bookish but still related to Bookstore Romance, some other little goodies I got at this event include this sticker. It says, "I'm going to punish you, baby girl." I don't know what this is from, but it's giving Daddy Gargoyle, and I'm into it. I am into it. Also, I don't know if I can show these. We'll just do a quick little thing, but it's like a whoop. I think they're ornaments. There's an orange one, and there's a whoop, purple one. But they're very cute. Both Elena and I got 2 apiece, and they're the cutest, funniest little things ever, and so big thank you to Anne for those. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed a lot of the behind the scenes of all my content making and some content from the actual Bookstore Romance Day and the book events I attended this week. I hope this stuff is entertaining because it's really nice to be able to share it with other people, because I feel like people who know me are like, oh, you're going to another book event or you're going to another book thing, and I'm like, yes I am. As someone who's currently not employed, I have a lot of time, and this is how I'm managing to keep myself busy while I wait for a job to come through. I've been applying for jobs since March, so cries. Anyway, it's all good. So anyway, do all the fun YouTube things, like leave me a comment, like, subscribe. Until next time, bye!